Pascal. You are now rocking with that dude Pascal. We be going wild, Haitian in the building, so original. Got the haters catching feelings. Get your hands up to the ceiling and keep them held high, cause St. Louis is ready. Forget about it, goodbye. Hold up, we just saying hi. Five somebody, rise up weekdays. Catch us live, somebody. Let's go.
Good evening. Good morning and good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the Pascal Show. Hope you guys all doing well out there. Hope this show finds you in good spirits, because why? Another day above the dirt is what? A blessing. Let's not forget that. All right. It is a late night. It is a late Saturday night, but we are here because I wanted to talk to you guys about this because we need to talk. And today was a little bit busy for me, but I had to talk about this, and we had to bring some things up together and talk together as a family because let's be real, this is some pretty crazy stuff that dropped last night, and I feel compelled to talk to you guys about this. And let me just say this too. I've already talked about this, y'all. Let me just say this. If you're not hip to my secondary channel, to my second channel, you need to get your butts over there and subscribe, because a lot of what we're talking about here, I've already talked about in a video earlier this morning, okay, on the second channel. You know, your boy is working out here, okay? He's working out here. We're giving you guys more information, and okay, like I said, pre-recorded videos are going to be on a second channel, right? The shorter versions, shorter videos are going to be over on the secondary channel. Longer formatted, produced videos and lives are going to be on this channel. So we are talking about this on here, but there is a second channel. So please be sure to go over to the Pascal Show Clips, my second channel, the Pascal Show Clips. Make sure you subscribe, okay? It's a simple ask. Just make sure you subscribe to that, because I dropped the information on the second channel already, okay? And that video's doing crazy clicks right now, okay, for a smaller channel. And I'm happy about it. It's fantastic. But I was like, okay, maybe not all y'all know about this, so we got to talk about it together as a family tonight, okay? And I know it's late, and if it's too late, go back to sleep. You can always replay and rewatch this later on, but this is some very big news in my personal opinion, and I felt I could not go the day or, the whole day without talking to you guys and giving you guys this information, okay? So please do me a favor. Hit that like button down below, please, and thank you. Crush that like button down below. Hit that reaction button if you're watching on other platforms, please, and thank you. That would really, really mean a lot, okay? I'm on TikTok. I'm on X/Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Please make sure you are hitting that like button down below. Hit that follow button on all those platforms, because I'm on those platforms as well, okay? But mainly, make sure you get to that secondary channel, the Pascal Show Clips, and subscribe. We're 1,004 subscribers away from 10,000 on the second channel, which is amazing, okay? So please go over there and subscribe right now, so you know whenever there's something hot breaking, I'm giving it to you in that, and I'm also coming here and giving you guys lives, okay? You get everything and then some. And I got some information I'm going to share with you guys in a little bit too. I'm really excited about sharing some information with you guys here too. So we're going to talk about that as well. So subscribe to the secondary channel, subscribe to this main channel right here, please and thank you, because I am following this case like crazy, and we're doing some deep dives. We're doing some big discussions. I'll explain more here in a second, okay? So subscribe. All right? Hit that join button down below. Become a member, please, and thank you. Okay, like I said, your boy's working hard out here in these streets. Dag nabbits, okay? So be sure to hit that join button down below. If you want to support even further, check out my Patreon. Patreon.com/The Pascal Show, all right? And, of course, I got merch. I got the merch, baby. PascalMerch.com. Go check it out. We got some really great stuff. Fantastic shirts, fantastic hoodies, etc. Go check it out. Okay? All right, guys. I know it's a late show. It's Saturday, though. It's Saturday. You guys can sleep in tomorrow, hopefully. Me, I won't be sleeping in. I'll be working as usual. I got a lot going on, and I got a lot of things to share with you guys. I'll explain here in just a minute, okay? But I do appreciate all y'all for being here with me tonight. We got some things we have got to talk about. I didn't get a chance to talk to you guys this morning or this afternoon because your boy was busy. Like I said, I've been working. I've been putting some things together, and there are some things that I've been wanting to do for a long time that is finally getting up and running right now as we speak. So first off, let me just pull this up if I can. I don't know if I can. Can I? We shall find out. I just want to pull this up so you guys can see this, okay? Because I posted something on the community page, which also, I know not everybody looks at the community page, okay? Not everybody's all up in the community page, which is totally okay. It's totally fine. I ain't mad at you at all. I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you. Okay, but I'm going to get you savvy to some things. First off, a lot of times every time I post a new video on the second channel, I'm posting it on the community page, on the main channel, the main channel's community page. So if you don't have your notification bells on, make sure they're on, okay? And please, if you forget that there's a second channel and all that, I will constantly remind you on the community page, okay? Now, something else I wanted to share with you guys. It's also on the community page. I just posted something about 2 hours ago. Why 2 hours ago? Because I was busy doing some things and taking care of some things in regards to this right here. Okay. So I say, cooking up something new for y'all. All right. Can't wait to share it. Get ready. WTD ITD. I am starting a brand new series, okay? Brand new series. I've never done this before, and I'm really, really excited about it. But hopefully, if everything comes together, the first episode of this series will be coming out tomorrow. Yes, I know. You don't have to get all excited. Stop. Stop it. Stop. I know. Another one. Yes. So your boy is working on something, okay? And it is F it. It's a series because it's going to be coming out tomorrow, okay? So no one can take it from me, all right? But it is a series titled What They Do in the Dark. What They Do in the Dark. And I cannot wait to share this with you guys. Now, let me just say this. It's a first pancake, okay? It's the first. I'm still wearing, literally, I just wore it. I just came from it. No lie, okay? Or, I didn't just come from it, but today I shot it today, okay? The first pancake, okay? So it's still a work in progress. It is still something I'm working on, right? But it's something that I'm really, really excited about. And let me explain to you what this is, okay? But the thing is okay. What They Do in the Dark is basically a deep dive into true crime stories. That's basically it, okay? Deep dives into cases and stuff like that. Now, of course, the first one I'm doing right now is Diddy. Now, I know everyone's like, Diddy. But at the same time, it is so big. There is so much going on with the Diddy case that there's so much to dissect. And so I talk about a lawsuit, one of the lawsuits that recently dropped. Now, the thing is, there's a lot of lawsuits that are going to be coming. So I'm going to try my best to do as much catch up as I can, because there's so much going on, right? And hopefully this will evolve and grow and turn into something more. Okay. But the first ever episode will be dropping tomorrow. I'm really looking forward to it. And like I said, I'm hoping that there'll be more of these kinds of, I'm hoping that there'll be a lot more of these for sure. I bring in a legal or a lawyer, bringing in their expertise, bringing in their commentary as well, speaking and going deep diving into the lawsuit. One of the lawsuits has just been filed on Diddy. And we talk in great lengths about it. Now, my plan, again, like I said, is to do more of these kinds of videos where it's more deep dives, that kind of thing, pre-recorded videos that will be on this main channel right here. Okay, so you'll get really nice pre-recorded videos here, nicely produced things here with the live shows here as well. Then you get the second channel with the short, shooting from the hip, raw, barely cut type of content over there. Okay, but I'm really looking forward to bringing other lawyers, bringing other people with all types of different backgrounds, talking about a various amounts of other cases and true crime stories as well. So, like I said, and you'll hear in the video, I'm going to be asking you guys, hey, tell me what you guys want to hear. Tell me a case or a topic or a conversation that you're interested in me covering, right? We are venturing into Halloween and into the holidays. There's going to be a lot of holiday-centric type of stories and cases that will be covered as well. So I'm really looking forward to it. Like I said, tomorrow is the first pancake. It is not perfect by any means, but like I said, it's something I've been dreaming about and wanting to do for a long time. And now, given the fact that Diddy's stuff is so big, like Diddy's the content and this case is so big that I'm just like, okay, there's a lot to dissect and there's so much to talk about. So yes, there will be a good amount of conversation about Diddy's stuff, but that's not the only thing that we will be talking about. Okay, I promise. So What They Do in the Dark is a brand new series. And yeah, we'll go to cold cases, to new cases. Like I said, it's going to be a smattering of different cases, the hot new ones, the ones that that happen in the future to the ones that happened in the past. The first episode, like I said, covering one of the lawsuits on Diddy, it drops tomorrow. Okay, don't know specifically what time, but if you go to the community page, I promise you, I will let you know what time it does drop. There's a few things I'm still trying to work on that need to get taken care of before I can actually drop the actual full episode. I would say like first thing tomorrow morning, but no, it ain't ready. It ain't ready. Like I said, I just shot it this afternoon, and I'm still cutting it right now as we speak. Right, so I'm hoping that by afternoon or evening, you guys will get your eyeballs on the first episode ever. And I'm hoping that this is a new venture, right? Because I've been wanting to do something like this. Like I said, opening things up a little bit more, talking about other cases, not only just Diddy, but we are talking about Diddy. Don't you worry about that, because I got a laundry list of episodes specifically revolving around the Diddy case. Okay. And yeah, like I said, still working on some things, but I'm excited to at least throw out the first pancake, get all the, just make all the mistakes now. And then hopefully you guys get to watch me grow and watch the show grow, watch that series grow, hopefully into something more and something bigger. So we'll see. But there you guys go. All right. There you have it. I've been holding that in for a long time. Okay. But it's something I've been dreaming about for a while. And first episode drops tomorrow. Okay. Yeah. What They Do in the Dark will hopefully be around for a long time. I hope. We'll see what happens. But enough of that. You'll be seeing it. You'll see it. Like I said, first pancakes tomorrow. So it would mean the world to me if everyone watches it, right? Every single last one of y'all that's watching this right now, when it drops tomorrow, that would really mean the world to me. Seriously. Because I know that there's been so much new information that's been dropping, and it's hard to get into the studio and then shoot something. And then as soon as you get done, you're like, damn, another lawsuit just happened, or another piece of information just dropped. With this Diddy stuff, it's just rolling like crazy. So trying to see if I can catch up as best as I can. Okay. And so we'll see what happens. Like I said, so tune in tomorrow. I'll let you know when it drops. And when it does, hopefully it will be a nice start, okay, to something hopefully really, really dope. But again, let me say this too. The lives aren't done, like the lives ain't done. We still going to be doing the lives. So it's not like I'm like, oh, I'm moving on. I'm not doing this no more. No, I'm going to be doing the hell out of these lives, baby. Okay. Trust and believe. But I wanted to give you guys something more on this channel other than just lives, right? Because I know all the pre-recorded short videos are on the second channel. And I want to bring on some really great people and get their thoughts on things, right? So and talk about other cases that maybe not everybody knows about. You see what I'm saying? Just bring more, bring more. So we'll see what happens. So here's that. Yeah. It's time to evolve. You know what I mean? It's time to start transcending a little bit. You know what I mean? So I am really looking forward to it. And again, I will say this too. And not on this episode, on that first episode when it drops, all I ask for you to do is, of course, watch it, hit the like button, but then, of course, also comment on a case that you'd like me to cover. Not now. Don't put it in here now, but put it in a case that you want me to cover. Okay. You know what I mean? Or if it's something that is like, oh, I see that you talked about this with the Diddy case. Have you thought about looking into this? So on and so forth. Right. So do that for me. Okay. Okay. Moving on. All right. Which I'm very excited about. Like I said, tomorrow it all goes down. All right. But here's the thing, guys. I am really, would you do past cases or just current ones? I mean, Natasha B, I think both. I mean, I'm looking at the Menendez brothers case right now. I'm looking at, like I said, I'm looking at a bunch of different things right now, just so you know. Okay. Because there's so many things that are just percolating and I want to talk about them all. Right. But do it my way. Because don't get me wrong, the true crime world has their way of doing things. I kind of do things a little bit off the beaten path. I tell these stories and talk about these cases my own way, right? Some people like that and some people hate it. It's all good, to each their own. Everybody has their own taste. But for me, it's like, okay, I want to bring a little bit of something different to the true crime realm, because you already have, and don't get me wrong. I mean, these what I'm talking about in this video or in this episode, it's serious. You know what I mean? It's pretty damn serious. So it's still done in a very serious way, but it's still me. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, I just want to bring a little bit of a different voice. I think that's what I've been doing. I've just been doing it live. Okay. So now I am definitely looking forward to bringing something new, to this platform. And again, if it ends up being, if it ventures off into something a little bit different and doesn't stay on just true crime the entire time, that's fine too. We just talk about what's going on in the world and we talk about the evil things that are going on in the world. Okay. That's what we need to do. Right. But, and hopefully bring justice to those things. But moving on. Okay. Because we got things to talk about. We got two big videos, two big clips that we got to look at here. And we definitely got to get back into the diddler. Yes, I know. But the thing is my Lord, Is he the true crime gift that keeps on giving? There is always a story. There is always something to talk about with the diddler. There's always something new, which is absolutely wild. And what's also weird about, or not weird, but what's also wild about this is I think this is giving. Okay, maybe I'm saying something that's really wild. Okay, maybe I'm saying something that's off kilter. Okay, so just ride with me. But I also think that this is giving the true crime realm not only just a shot of adrenaline, but a newfound breath of life. The reason why I say that, and I don't mean that in like a great way, but at the same time, I feel like there's been things that have kind of just, I feel like the true crime realm kind of, just kind of, just we've had a good hum for a while, the true crime realm, and then we'd have certain cases that will ignite and then it will dissipate and then it'll just be a hum. But this one here is so damn thick. There was so much going on. This is so layered that as soon as you peel back one layer of that onion, there's 15,000 other layers of this onion you're peeling back. It's absolutely crazy. Also, this is making the true crime realm even more mainstream than ever freaking before. Think about this too. Think about this. I'm not kidding. Okay, so I'm in that set, right? I'm shooting this video, and my buddy, my boy, who shoots 99.9% of my videos that are not in this room. He had one of his lady friends in the background, just hanging out, chilling. And she knew so much about this case that she and I were just talking like 20 minutes nonstop, just bang, 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 bang. Oh, did you know this? Did you know that? And she's like, no, I didn't. But did you know this? And I'm like, no, I didn't. Where did you get that, girl? Oh, I got it over here. Word? Where did you find? It's been absolutely crazy, right? It has now become, this case is so mainstream because Diddy is so mainstream, right? That now everybody's turned into a true crime nut job. If you really think about it, everybody and their mama's like, yo, did you hear about that? And did you hear about this? Everybody knows. Yep. Everybody. Z Cali. Yes. Everybody knows about Lubegate. Everybody knows about Lubegate. And everyone is talking about it. So it's crazy how much this case has grabbed so many people in. Even the reluctant ones that are like, I just don't like true crime. Is this so gloomy? They're all like, did you know about Lubegate? Oh my gosh. 1,000 bottles of lube? Yeah. That's what you see now. And that's crazy, baby. That's absolutely crazy. So it's just interesting how his case is bringing the world together and bringing the world into true crime. I know that sounds crazy, but it really is. Some of y'all, and this is the same thing too. It's like there's certain cases that grab people in, that drag people in, right? Like for me, I really got dragged in by Gabby Petito's case, right? We all have that one case that dragged us in, that got us into the true crime realm. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just get dragged in. You're like, wow, I'm in here. Wow. What's going on with this case though? You know what I mean? It's pretty interesting, right? And I feel like now, because he's so mainstream, it's reaching across, reaching across racial lines. Everybody's talking about it. Everybody. And it's wild. But yeah, aside from that, we're learning more and more information. Now, there's this video. Okay, there's two videos. This is all from Banfield. So shout out to Banfield. Shoot. I mean, this is Laura Ingalls, but shout out to Banfield, because without them having this interview, we wouldn't have found out about this stuff. We probably would have found out about it on Page 6 or the Daily Mail or TMZ or something like that. But there's so much that's being said in this video, in this interview, that I was just like, yo, okay, I'm going to drop it all in one video. But damn, this could have been 4 videos sitting in one. Okay. I had 4 videos sitting in one, for crying out loud. But I was like, nah, I ain't got time. So one video it is. Let's talk about it. They claim that there's going to be a large class action lawsuit against Diddy. 50 victims are working with a lawyer in Texas right now as we speak. And they're trying to put together a class action lawsuit against the diddler. Let's not forget as well that the second victim, the lawyer, is on this show, on this interview, talking about all this stuff, and claims that, well, actually, we were starting to understand that the documents that are being put out here, the documents that are out here for the second victim that's just recently spoken out, or that dropped that lawsuit, the 12th lawsuit that he's got filed, right? They're basically saying that there were witnesses to a moment when she was running out of a house in a quiet suburban area, screaming for her life, trying to break free from this situation, from a freak off. Witnesses heard this. A neighbor saw her running out, screaming for her life. Real talk. And then some. There is so much that's being dropped in this video, it's ridiculous. Then on top of it, let's not forget the other thing too. The other thing that they're saying is that there is a high profile, which is obviously the title here, a high profile celeb was caught in these freak off tapes. And allegedly, this particular high profile celeb did not know that they were actually being filmed. And then again, also on top of that, to just throw little sprinkles on top and the cherry, they're also saying that this person is a higher profile celeb than Diddy. Yeah, you can't make this up, y'all. And this is coming from a lawyer's mouth. So you know the lawyer can't just sit out there and just talk wireless out there on the mic. She can't just be talking all wild and crazy and be like, you know what I mean? She can't do that. She can't be a regular civilian. She can't be a nut job up on the show. She's like, I've seen the stills. And it looks, you can't deny that this person is this person. Either this person has a very distinct look. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know, like pink hair or something. I don't know. Very distinct look. Or these cameras and that place was so well lit, you cannot deny that that person is indeed that person. But she also claims that the person, she's like, I assume that this person doesn't know they're being filmed because it's not like they're really staring into the camera or looking at the cameras or anything like that. They are just, you know, in it. But here's the thing. I don't know about you, but if I'm busy getting my groove on, I'm not looking around to see if there are cameras around. I'm busy getting it in. I don't know about you guys. Okay, my mind's on the activity. You know what I'm saying? I'm not thinking about cameras. Cameras around? I'm not thinking about that. I'm not thinking that. Okay? Really, I'm not. So it makes you wonder, And also, you got to remember, it depends on, let's be real, for the people, right? The people that are involved and if there's like multiple people in one room all at the same time, okay, and they're all chilling, really, they're getting it in. You got limbs, bodies, appendages, TNA and DNBs just flapping around. I don't think you're really looking around being like, hey, where's the... Oh, there's a camera right there. Hi. Heart. You're not doing that. I'm sorry, you're not. You're busy. And also remember, if you're on something, you're probably not looking, or you're not probably not thinking about cameras. You're on one. Okay? You're on one. And if someone's, just spreading, squeezing baby oil all over the place, I mean, shoot, you're not thinking about cameras. You're drinking your champagne. You're high as hell, most likely. And you're looking at all this scattered ass all around you. Okay? Just booty holes everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think you're literally going, where are the cameras? Oh, there's one. Hi. My name's such and such. How you doing? I'm here to read for the role of Geppetto. You know what I'm saying? You're not doing that. You're not doing that. You're not doing that, y'all. Okay? Yeah, taints. Oh, just everything smelling like cat food and ash. Okay? But real talk, you're not thinking about. You're thinking about. And you know why those scented candles are out, right? You know why everything smells like vanilla bean in there, because they're trying to cover up the booty hole smell. Okay? Caked ass. Okay? Let's keep it real. Yes, the doo-doo, Francine. Doo-doo. Okay? But really think about it, okay? But anyway, we got to get into this. Yeah, like I said, everything smells like vanilla bean for a reason. Did that incense be blasting? They got the extra long incense, just blasting in there. You're walking in, you're like, oh, my eyes are itchy and they burn and they're watering like a mug. You really need to turn this incense down. No. We turned it all the way up. You want to understand there's so much ass in this room? So much badussy in this room. We gotta keep it just fired up. Okay? They're trying to cover up that smell. Trust and believe. All right? Because you know some of these mother lovers don't shower. And that is okay? It's been how long since you showered, Brad Pitt? For real? Oh, I can smell you from here, homie. I can smell you from here. Hey, you want a 10-mile run this morning? Great. Very gamey today, aren't you? Oh, I'm going to hell. Anyway, you know what I'm saying, okay? It's bad. It's disgusting. But let's get into this, all right? Shout out to Banfield and all that. Lubegate, indeed. Yeah, so functified. Okay? But let's get into this, okay, guys? I appreciate all y'all for being here. Okay, let's get into what we came here for. But real quick, hit that like button down below. You know, it's the late night show, so I appreciate you being here. Okay, thank you. And we don't need to talk about no damn eggs, Creole lady. Don't talk about the eggs. You just destroyed it. Damn it. Don't talk about the eggs, man. We don't talk about eggs no more. Don't talk about them damn eggs, man. Hit the like button down below, please, and thank you. That would really mean a lot. The booty band, stop. It's just, I got too many. We're gonna stop. Hit that like button down below, please. Hit that like button down below. Hit that reaction button. Hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to follow, please, and thank you. And how dare you ever talk about no hard-boiled eggs in my presence ever again. Okay? Let's go. Let's take a look at this, shall we? Okay. Let's rock and roll.
This week, his attorney told TMZ that Diddy wants to testify at his racketeering and sex trafficking trial. And I, for one, will circle that date whenever it is on my calendar. I bet you will too. So will the many women and one man who've sued Diddy, claiming various forms of sexual abuse and violence. And Diddy might not know it yet, but he could have a lot more lawsuits headed his way. It's been rumored. A lawyer in Houston says he now represents more than 50 people who claim they were sexually assaulted by Combs and his associates.
50 victims speaking out, guys. This is not a joke. Do you realize that by the end? Okay, let's just think about this for a second. If Diddy was to be set free, okay? He's just free as a bird. Up like a bird. You know what I'm saying? Free as hell. He's going to be one of the brokest mother lovers in the history of moguls. Okay? He's going to be broke. Okay? Cobwebs will be in. He opens up his little man purse, and it will be cobwebs. A moth will fly out of it. He's like, come back. That was the only thing I had in here. Shoot. He ain't going to have nothing, guys. It's going to be gone. No freaking boiled egg going to be in that damn thing. Don't you dare do that thing. Stop. Stop it. Stop. I would smack the hell out of the camera if I could, but I wouldn't. Stop. Okay? But those eggs indeed, Creole lady. I'm freaking done. I hate you all right now. Oh, you guys are disgusting. How dare you? This is the late night show. We just going to talk about bungholes. That's what we're going to do tonight. Okay. Sophistication just walked out the door. Thank you so much, guys. I mean, I am the one who started it, so I'm sorry. It's my fault. But I didn't talk about no raw, hard-boiled eggs. Okay? Yeah, carbonized. We just spending money right now. Is that what we're doing? We're just spending money to just say fresh butt nuggets. I hate you all. Oh, I hate you all. Oh my God, you guys are terrible. Okay, but okay, but here's the thing. Okay. But here's the dildo. With this situation here, if they are all successful, they're going to take every single cent this man has. Every single penny that this guy has is going to go bye-bye. That's if he got free. If he's set free, he will be broke. So no matter what, if he's locked up, he's screwed. Literally and metaphorically speaking. And if he is set free, he's screwed. Mostly just metaphorically. Okay? So pretty wild stuff, guys. Okay? Pretty wild stuff. 50 people. And you got to remember, though, too, and this is the question I have also. Are these 50 people the same 50 people that are cooperating with the feds right now? That's the other question I have in my mind, too. Okay? That's the other question I have as well. But maybe maybe he's the only maybe this is separate. And that the other 50, because we heard about 50 other people, maybe those other 50 people are something separate over there with the feds. And then this is something in this class action lawsuit. No matter what, it's pretty crazy that all of them are like, I was there too. I was there too. Yeah, I was there too. It's just pretty crazy. But you got to remember, he's been doing this for decades. Okay? They all been bumping uglies, swapping spit and VD and all that stuff. It's been pretty crazy. Right? So that is a possibility, but damn, it's a lot of people bumping uglies. or a lot of people claiming to have had their uglies bumped. That's crazy too.
And he's planning a class action lawsuit. That's coming down.
It's a wrap,
Separately,
son.
a woman known only as Jane Doe filed a lawsuit today accusing Combs of drugging, raping, and impregnating her. She claims that Diddy pushed her to have an abortion, but she suffered a miscarriage first. Another new accuser says that Diddy raped her in 2018 and not at one of his parties or even his own house. I'm joined now by that woman's attorney, Ariel Mitchell Kidd, here in studio with us live tonight in New York. Thank you so much for being here.
Now, one thing before we go into this interview, this is the lawyer for the Jane Doe. I'm wondering how easy. Well, see, I don't want to like inspire some crazy nut jobs doing something, but I am going to say it anyway. I'm just wondering how easy it would be for them to find out who the actual person is by who the lawyer is representing. Would it be easy for them to find out? And that might be a stupid question. Okay, this might be, it might be really late in the night for me and I'm just being dumb. But I am kind of curious as to if this would be very easy for someone to just kind of do reverse math and go, oh, she's representing such and such. You know what I'm saying? Even though that they're Jane Doe, I mean, she could be representing somebody that we clearly already know. Just do the reverse math. Something to think about. You know what I mean? Yeah. BYOBO. Bring your own baby. Oh, absolutely.
All right. So a lot to unpack there. We were talking before we got out here on set. Tell us a little bit about your client, of what you can.
Yes. So she reached out to me a few weeks ago after being referred to me by another attorney who knew I had been doing things about this case and had been sounding the horn on Diddy. I've actually sued him in another lawsuit in 2021 in Miami with Trey Songz. So she called me and told me a very horrific story about her assault and her escape from the assault. She told me that she was at a friend's house who had industry ties and was on the phone with Diddy, and he decided to come to the house. And when he came to the house, everything was fine, that there was another woman there who we've determined to be Christina Coram, KK, who Diddy talks about a lot as his right-hand woman, if you will, and that they were discussing sex trafficking her. And then that led to her being served a drink where then she started to feel woozy. And then Mr. Combs sexually assaulted her with an inanimate object.
Now, this is crazy, right? Hearing this kind of stuff, that he attacked her, he used an object when he attacked her in this carnal way and all that. But the other part is that she was trafficked, that she was moved, ST'd, right? And I keep wondering, or they were discussing that, right? So it does make you wonder. Well, I got so many questions revolving around this, but still, what they're claiming is that she was still viciously attacked by this man. I mean, can I just take a moment here? And I know that we've all been like, whoa, this entire time. All of us have been, our minds, our worlds have been spinning. I feel like every single day we're waking up from an informational hangover, right? Because there's just been so much information dumping specifically surrounding this case. There's just been so much. One moment we got this piece, then 15 minutes later we got another piece. He's not eating. He's being transferred to another jail. There's another victim. There's another victim. There's a male S worker speaking to feds. Oh, this other S worker got a video, sharing it with the feds. You see what I'm saying? There's always just something going on. Boom, 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 boom. But can we just take a moment and realize that if this is all 110% true, that Diddy has been hiding in plain sight and he is the absolute worst of the worst? If you really think about it. I know I've talked about this before in another show, but he's just as bad as any serial monster. This is scary. So a girl goes in there, has a conversation. He's having this conversation with his assistant, with her while she's in the room as well. Then he proceeds to attack this woman, and he got away with this. And he did this time and time and time and time again. I'm just saying, like, as much as we sit here and we talk about this, and we're all of us are so, like, you know, shocked, or all of us are like, yeah, that's what you get. It's about time, that kind of thing. I feel like we all need to take a step back and realize that this monster's been hiding in plain sight and has been praised and was a household name and was looked at in such a loving manner. The kids, communities, etc., looked up to this man. But while he's being praised and loved and getting the key to the city and all that stuff, he's also doing this to people. All the while, still having phone conversations, making deals, selling T-shirts and clothing and drinks and, you know, liquor and movies and whatever. Praised. But in Hollywood, he was known to be this guy. And again, it makes you wonder, are you really telling me that Hollywood really didn't know any of this stuff? They really didn't know? Come on, y'all. This is scary. And then it makes you wonder, aside from him, who else? Who else is involved in this stuff? Who's doing their own thing? I know we had Epi, but I'm just saying, who else is doing this ish?
And then actually directed another gentleman to sexually assault her while he watched and pleasured himself. So she was able to escape eventually and ran out into the streets yelling and screaming, and a neighbor heard her because this happened in a quiet suburban neighborhood, if you will.
So there's a witness.
Yes, we have a witness. We also have a police report, and that was made in 2018 that she, when she initially filed the police report, she didn't name Diddy out of fear of retaliation.
Now, real quick, I want to point this out really, really quick. Once again, law enforcement, or there was paperwork, excuse me, a police report made. She didn't put Diddy's name in there, but it was in there. A police report allegedly was written talking about this unbelievable experience that she had running out of this building, or running out of this house in the middle of a quiet suburb, as this lawyer just said. Paperwork was made. And what happened? Not a damn thing. Police didn't do anything. Because if police did anything, she would have gotten some sort of justice by now. Way long time ago, but she didn't get it. So imagine that. And also, this is the other thing too. This second accuser, this new accuser, okay, this 12th lawsuit, what's interesting is we didn't hear all that stuff in the lawsuit, in the paperwork, in those documents. We read the documents. It doesn't say anything about this incident at all. Doesn't say anything about her going in and filing a police report. Doesn't say anything about ST, them talking about STing her. Doesn't talk about her being attacked with an object. We hear about the other man and all that while he sat there and, you know, fiddled about. But other than that, we don't hear anything else. So what the hell's this? Why is this not in the paperwork? That's weird, right? Okay. But this is information that we didn't see. But now it's being claimed. So are they adding this into the paperwork, into the lawsuit here? Because the lawsuit that was put out that we read, not the same stuff. This is all added stuff, y'all. Why would they leave this information out? This is scathing information. Why is that out? Interesting, right? Let's continue.
And more importantly, fear that no one would believe her.
Right.
So she then updated that report, and we've been working with law enforcement to have them actually look into that report. They didn't do too much then, but now they are looking more closely at it.
Now they're doing everything they can now because he's been locked up. Now, one thing, hold on real quick. Enrique just said she hasn't filed lawsuit yet. No, this is the same woman that filed already. So this Jane Doe, okay, is the one that filed about being with child, if I'm correct. Unless this is a brand new, that would be a surprise to me. But from my understanding, this is the same girl. This is the same Jane Doe that became pregnant. Then young Miami tried to get her to terminate the situation, okay, and all that. So this is the same girl, but apparently this is the stuff that wasn't put in the documents, which I find to be a bit interesting. But let's continue. This is very interesting.
All right, so let's slow that down just a minute. So when we talk about what happened in that house and she's running out to the street, I can see it as you're describing it so well. Did she call the police right away? You said that obviously that there is a police report, but is she calling 911? Is she going to the neighbor's house? Can you give us any more detail about what happened?
Sure. What she did was, as she's running out the house yelling, a neighbor saw her and invited her into the home.
Okay.
And it's the neighbor who then called the police, and the police did come out at that time. They also stated that they heard cars screeching, and the neighbor went outside and saw a black SUV leaving the premises very quickly. And by the time the police arrived, of course, he was no longer there.
Well, was the neighbor able to identify who it was?
The neighbor wasn't, only that they saw the car leaving, and
Okay.
they'd only described the truck. They could not tell who was inside, but she told the neighbor at the time who it was and why they were leaving so abruptly.
She must have been terrified.
Hearing her tell this story, her voice was trembling. She was in tears. I actually had to stop her at one point and tell her, take a second, because I can tell, even having her tell me this story, reliving it was extremely painful. It was like it happened yesterday. I can tell she's very traumatized by what happened to her. She really is looking to seek justice and looking to come out. She actually contacted me today and said that she saw something, I guess recently, that the Southern District Attorney came out and said that more victims should come forward and to contact their office, and that she saw that and wanted to make sure that she would be one of those voices who would be heard.
Thanks for watching. Go to join NN.
Hold on real quick. We got another one. But it is very interesting, okay? I think that what is being said in these with this interview, by the way, and just so you guys know, this is not a new. This is this newest one, the 12th lawsuit. Because here's the thing. If you look it up, if you go online and just see if there's any other lawsuits that have been put out, there is no new reporting, okay? There's no new reporting. But yes, we are not done with the video. There's more. So we are going into more video. But like I said, this is absolutely crazy. Okay. But again, yes, you're right. The classic one, 12 and counting for show. Diddy ain't done. Okay. And if there's 50 people doing a class action lawsuit, yeah, they're not done. Okay. This is going to be very, very bad. But I also wonder what those 50 people are all going after him for. Is it all this, you know what I mean? Because you can't tell me they all have the same story, right? So it does make you wonder what they're all going after him, for in this class action lawsuit. But I digress. Let's take a listen to this second part of this video, which is this part is very, very fascinating. So let's take a listen to this too.
I also was just recently contacted by someone who wanted me to essentially represent them in the sale of one of the Diddy tapes.
Boom. I got to do it. Yes. So now you got somebody wanting to trying to get legal help to sell a freak off tape. Yes. A freak off tape. Indeed.
So, which I declined that because.
Wait a minute. Say that again. Say that again. Back up. You're saying that there's tapes and they're being shopped?
Yes, there have been people already shopping.
We've heard about the tapes, but
yes.
The shopping thing is.
Yes, there already have been tapes leaking around Hollywood, being shopped around to individuals in Hollywood. But one particular person contacted me to shop a particular video they were in possession of, and to contact the person who was in the video to see if they were interested in purchasing the video before it became a public knowledge.
I've heard.
Hold on. Woo! Okay, so you mean to tell me, cabron, you got possession of a sexy tape and you want to give it back to the star? Wow. Ain't that crazy? No. But she says she didn't wanted to help. She did not want to help this person. But then she got cut off and she doesn't answer the reason why she didn't want to help sell the tape. Now, I mean, she probably was like, I don't want to be, my name's Ben and I ain't in it. I don't want to be in the middle of blackmail. Okay. Potentially blackmail. That could be it too. But at the same time, this person reached out to her and said, hey, man, I got this tape, man, and I want to send it back to you, man. Buy it, man. Now, here's the thing. Why haven't we ever seen any of these videos? Think about this for a second. If everybody got their hands on these mother-loving videos, why haven't we never seen not one stitch, not one still of these videos? Why haven't we seen anything? Who's the person who has obtained this video? Why and how did they obtain this video? Remember, these are people that are sitting here saying, hey, I got a video. And it's showing Bob Barker from The Price is Right just getting it right up the woo-ha. Just saying. I don't know why I used Bob Barker. May he rest in peace. But you know what I'm saying. Put any big name, any household name, okay? Just in there, just getting railed, getting tossed around. I got a tape of it. How do you get a tape like that? How does one get a tape like that? And why has it never leaked ever? Because I feel like everything else leaks. Everything. But you mean to tell me that this doesn't leak? Make that make sense. The other thing too, think about this too. If he's so adamant about shooting every single angle, making a whole lot of videos and content, why aren't they not? You're telling me no one, you see what I'm saying? Make that make sense. That much content. That much content. And no one has it. None of it's leaked ever. We never seen any of it leak onto P-Hub or X, for crying out loud. Trust me, I'm not wanting to see it, but I'm just saying he's made so much content over the years. Countless freak-offs. And suddenly one person has this video? Like I said, make this make sense. Remember, 50 Cent talked about this a while back. He received a video. It had Cassie on it being surrounded by men. 50 thought that Cassie was cheating. on Diddy. So he called up Diddy basically saying like, hey, yo, sorry about your girl. You know what I mean? I just saw this video kind of thing. You know, they come and they go. You know what I mean? It is what it is, man. Sorry to hear what happened. And Diddy's like, no. It's not even like that. You know, just understand that this is how we roll. Then he tried to lure 50 Cent into one of those parties. And then, of course, 50 said, hell to the no. He said, hell no, and he moved on, right? How did those people get this video? And like I said, why hasn't any of it ever been put out here? Now, there's been things that have been leaking, but lately, but it's like you don't even know if it's true or not nowadays. You don't know if it's fake or if it's true anymore. And that's the one thing that's really frustrating about this whole thing too. Because you can't differentiate between fact or fiction. All this AI crap and all this stuff that's out here, you just can't tell anymore. So, and a lot of them are just audio of like Meek Mill and Diddy. And it's like, that could be AI. That could be real, but it could also be AI, right? So it does make you wonder if that guy who allegedly has a video of she's going to explain, a high profile celeb being a part of these parties, if he's got it or this person's got it and is trying to sell it back to the celebrity, that means a lot of other people have it too. That means Hollywood knows things. Hollywood knows things. And again, they say that this is a higher profile name than Diddy. And do you know how big of a name Diddy's name is? So it's got to be like Elon Musk, Oprah, Jay-Z. Well, I mean, I wouldn't say Jay-Z is as big or bigger. He's as big of a name as Diddy. I mean, it would have to be somebody so massively huge. Their name has to be so big that it surpasses Diddy. You realize that, right? And I don't think it's them Kardashians. Sure, they're a household name, but they're not big. You know what I'm saying? I don't see them as big names. I mean, I'm not sitting there saying, you know what I'm saying? Oprah is monumental. You see what I'm saying? It's got to be somebody like up there, right? Surpasses Diddy. And Diddy's a big name. He's a huge name. So that's crazy. And I keep thinking maybe it's a politician, maybe a big politician. I don't know. But like I said, let's let her cook.
Heard this before, so like a catch and kill.
Catch and kill, correct.
Wow. And I guess you can't reveal the person who is on.
No, I can't explain who the person was, but
High profile?
Mr. Combs was in the tape, and this other person is, I would venture to say, more high profile than Mr. Combs.
Really?
Yep. Somebody higher profile than Diddy. Who in the is that? Who could that be? I mean, I'm gonna let you guys just, let you guys cook. You know what I mean? Let you guys just talk amongst yourselves in the chat. I mean, it's been bouncing around in my head all day since I did the pop-up video on my second channel. Go subscribe, shameless plug. But still, I'm still trying to figure it out myself too. I'm like, well, it can't be, it's got to be somebody as big as like Oprah, as big as, an Obama or a Trump or a DiCaprio, I guess. You see what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying it's any of these people. I'm just throwing the names out here. Okay. But it does make you wonder, who could it actually be? But they say without question, this person, it is this person. Excuse me. They say without question, it is this person. Okay. So I am kind of curious about that. I mean, it could be DiCaprio. It could be DiCaprio. Because he even said in the video, he's like, they asked him, like, who's your favorite person to invite to these white parties? And he's like, Leonardo DiCaprio. He said it without even thinking twice. And now Leo's like, no, I ain't about that. I ain't with it. I ain't with it, man. I don't even know. I don't even party like that no more. I don't party like that no more, bro. I ain't part of that. I ain't do that. Maybe it's Prince Harry. Maybe it is. I don't know. King Charles. Maybe. Could be Will Smith, because Will Smith is worldwide. Okay? Getting jiggy with it. No. I can't do it. I can't do it. But hey, you never know. Just doing the hibbity dibbity. But it could also be a white guy. A white woman. It could be anybody. It could be anybody. But she said without a doubt it is this person. So there's got to be something physically distinct on that person. Unless the camera's all up in their face, then they would know that they were being filmed. You see what I'm saying? TD Jakes is not bigger than Diddy, but getting swallowed up. Swallowed. Have you been swallowed up? Swallowed. Maybe. Okay? Mike Tyson? Hell no. Mike Tyson would never be in those parties. Trust and believe. He would never. Okay? You've seen the video where Diddy got his hand on his lap and on Arsenio Hall show or something like that, and Mike Tyson moved so fast, he like pushed his hand off his leg, off his thigh, and moved away from him like this, and it was looking at him like, nah. Mike Tyson's crazy. Okay? He don't play. But did he try to put a pass on him on a TV show? Live on tape. And he said, hell no. What the hell you doing, man? So nah. Not Mike Tyson. Ellen DeGeneres? No. Ashton Kutcher? She says a big name. Now, Ashton Kutcher, would you say he's still a big name? Respectfully, with all due respect, is he still a big name? He hasn't done really nothing in a long time. Sure, he's been doing some Netflix movies or TV shows or whatever, but has he done a movie where like Ashton Kutcher in Where's My Car 2? You know what I'm saying? I haven't seen him do anything in a while. Something to think about. Let's continue on.
Really? And you've seen it? Or
I've seen stills of the video.
Okay.
So you
can verify
that it exists, that it's real, that the other person in the video is very visible. It's no question if it's that person in the video. And I can tell the video was pornographic in nature.
Dibbity, just mid-stroke. That's literally what she's saying. A still mid-stroke. Okay? Face in ecstasy. You get what I'm saying. All right? Maybe Tyler Perry? Maybe? I got so many questions. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, Denzel doesn't run with that. I don't think so. I wouldn't think so. But if it was Kobe Bryant, then it wouldn't even matter because, the man's gone. You know what I mean? He's passed on. But they say it's a very big name, bigger name than Diddy himself. She says, I can basically, she said in a nutshell, I can argue that this is a name bigger than Diddy. So shoot, it could be a laundry list of people. You really think that Taylor Swift is inside one of these freak offs to shake it off? I really doubt it. I really doubt it. I don't. She don't seem like that. She don't give me that vibe. But then again, you never know. Shoot, you know, Diddy came off as a specific vibe, and now he's the diddler. So anything's possible right now. Hollywood will paint you up as like this good old goody two shoes wholesome person, and you could be doing mounds of yayo, backstage, and then telling the kids on the stage, "Don't do drugs, kids," with all the powdered donuts all over your face. I'm just being real. So I don't even know what's real anymore, man. Real talk. I've lost faith in the society. This is terrible. We got hard-boiled eggs and buttholes and butt nuggets. Moving on.
Oh my. All right. So we know that he videotaped a lot of activities at his home, did he? And it sounds like there was probably a lot of hidden cameras as well. Is that what is being talked about?
There
Yes,
was.
this was actually in his Atlanta home, at
Okay.
a home he had in Atlanta at one point. And it does seem that the person isn't like looking into the video. So to me, doesn't seem like that person knows they're being videotaped. It doesn't seem like they're active participant in the videotaping, like they're being surreptitiously recorded it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, let me just say this. With this piece, okay, no, and I just said it earlier, there's no way that this person is just going to be sitting there all up in the videos, staring into the camera as they're getting railed. They're just not. They're not. I'm sorry. They're not. Let's keep it real. They're going to be in the throes of enjoying their time. And God knows what they're on as well. They're not running around looking for cameras, seeing if they got the angle right. They're not. Making sure they got your best side. They're not. They're having too much fun. And they're in the event, right? And God forbid, you got to make sure you're not slipping because, there's baby oil and lube all over the place. You know what I'm saying? There's legs and bodies flying all over the place. You got to make sure your head is on a swivel. You're not looking at trying to see if there's a hidden camera somewhere. No, you're dodging a leg, you're dodging a leg, a limb, a hand, a fingernail, everything. Okay. Real talk. You gotta make sure you're doing it. You gotta make sure you're not making any mistakes and getting in trouble. Okay, so you never know. But she's saying that this person was. It sounds to me that this person was focused. That's what it sounds like to me. Okay, and that person could very well have known they were being filmed. They may not have known that they were filmed, but there's still that possibility that they knew.
All right. I wanted to ask you about the police report we talked about, but when your client came out, obviously the neighbor knew. Did she talk to her family? Did she talk to her friends? Did she have another lawyer? Let's go back to your client.
So at the time, as most rape victims are, they feel a lot of shame.
Absolutely.
And they don't want to vocalize what happened to them because then it makes it real. So they kind of internalize it and get over it.
Mm-hmm.
And due to the high profile nature that it was Mr. Combs who did this, she was afraid for her life. She was concerned that if she was to come forward and say something, that no one would believe her, because we're talking about 2018 when Mr. Combs was still pretty much at the height of his career, still very much so an icon and influential figure.
Mm-hmm.
So she's just a young girl from Northern California.
Anybody know anybody from Northern California? I'm kidding. There's so many people. It could be anybody.
Who's going to believe that he
Right.
had done something to her like this? So she didn't tell anybody. She did not hire an attorney. All she did was make the police report in the hopes that maybe the police would try to investigate and come up with anything. But she said she kind of felt from the police that they were disregarding what she was saying, even without saying Mr.
Once
Combs'
again.
name. So she didn't feel any confidence that revealing his name would have done anything.
Sure, sure. I mean, but there's a police report.
Yeah.
I mean, that fact in of itself is a big deal, because when you're talking about going back in time and talking about these allegations from other alleged victims, you know, there's not a lot of police reports, but you guys actually have one. And is that going to be revealed? Are we going to be able to see it?
Yes, as soon as I file my lawsuit in civil court, I will be attaching the criminal complaint that was made. I'll attach the number so everyone can see that this is a real number and can go to the police department there and request their own copy of that police report that was made back in 2018.
I see now. Okay. So, see, this is what confused me, because I was like, okay, is this the woman that was pregnant and all that? But now I'm understanding, and I'm sorry, guys. I apologize. But now I get it. Okay. So this is a completely different, it's new. So but that's crazy. That's why I was like, second new accuser. I'm like, well, there was already an accuser that just came out, Talia. And then there was number 2. So I'm like, how is this second new? This should be third new accuser on the, on the lower third here, right? This should be 13th lawsuit coming out type of thing. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I was so confused. I'm like, wait a second, is this the same person, or is this a different case? And okay, now I understand it. Thank you, guys. It is the 13th, well, soon to be, because they haven't filed yet, 13th lawsuit, which is going to be interesting. And then this person is saying they ran out. That's why it's not in the 12th lawsuit, because this is not the 12th lawsuit. This is not the 12th victim. This is going to be most likely the 13th or 14th victim that steps forward. Now, I'm very interested to hear about I'm very interested to see the lawsuit, right? I'm very interested to see the lawsuit. And of course, I'm sure it's dropping Monday. Okay. I'm sure it's dropping first thing Monday morning. And of course, we're going to be talking about it. Okay. But again, Caprice Smith on YouTube. Yeah, you ain't wrong. It's going to be absolutely knuckin' fun. The next couple of weeks, the next couple of months, I think there's going to be just something new every single day. It's going to be every day is going to be something filled with Diddy. Okay, that sounded weird too. But there's going to be something involving Diddy, I feel, Monday through Friday until he actually sees the inside of a courthouse or the inside of a courtroom for an actual trial. I know that he's supposed to be making an appearance in October, if I'm correct. But other than that, I think there's just going to be lawsuit after lawsuit after lawsuit after lawsuit after lawsuit here. And it's going to be crazy. So get ready for it. It's going to be wild.
Well, that's going to be a huge deal when it happens, obviously. So we want to follow up on that. Did Mr. Combs have any reaction? Do you know if he was interviewed? I mean, he was named in the police report.
I don't think so. Based on what she said, she really felt that the police were trying to bury this and disregard her claims and not really investigate, which is another reason why a lot of victims don't report these things to the police. We have to address the elephant in the room is that we have victims, especially women, who go to the police, who are typically men, who don't actually investigate these things. They victim blame, they victim shame, and women don't feel safe or even protected to even make these claims because they don't think they'll be taken seriously, nor will their claims be investigated.
Right. Well, your client should be proud of herself for filing that claim and making that call and going for help. Because that's a huge deal. And of course, these are allegations. We want to say that. What was it like for you when you got this phone call, when you realized what you were going to be stepping into?
After talking to her, I just wanted to protect her. I just wanted to help her. She seemed as somebody very broken by this experience. And it was very concerning for me to hear her saying these things and expressing this very deep trauma associated with what happened to her. I just wanted to make sure that, number one, she was heard and we can get her voice to the masses, and maybe Mr. Combs will actually, like right now we're starting to see, will actually face some type of consequences for what he's done.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if we're really going to see him. I mean, of course he's going to face consequences, but I don't know if I mean, there's so many lawsuits coming to him. I'm just wondering, I mean, is he just going to be in and out of a courthouse for the rest of his days? Because if you really think about it, there's soon to be 13. Okay. So thank you guys for hearing me out and working this out with me, because I was so confused. I thought this was the 12th, about the 12th lawsuit. I'm like, why isn't this in the lawsuit, like in the documents? So I made that mistake. So thank you so much for helping me on that. But at the same time, I am kind of curious as to why this will be the 13th one, right? There's a 50-person class lawsuit coming out. Okay. There's a 50-person class action lawsuit coming out. That's 50 people. Then you got 13, soon to be 13. Okay. Soon to be 13, which is wild. And I know for a fact, by the time we get to whenever he sees the inside of a courtroom for the federal charges that he's looking at, one, will he even have enough money to handle all this? And then two, what, is he just going to keep going in and out of a courtroom forever? I mean, because this is the largest amount I've seen on a person. So I am kind of curious, is like, they're suing him, then what's going to happen? Right? He's in jail. Feds are probably are freezing all of his assets right now. Okay? So I am kind of curious about that. Like, what's going on? Okay? I am very curious about that. It's going to be very interesting. But again, you got so much, you got so many people going after him for every single dollar that he's got. And right now, sure, if he sells all of his assets, he sells everything he's got, okay, he might have a few things, right? He might have a little bit of money. But again, there's going to be people who are going to be asking for large sums of money. It's not going to be like somebody going like, just give me 100,000. Some of these people are going to be like, I want 100 million. I want 30 million. I want 20 million. All that over time adds up. And he's not a billionaire liquid. You got to think about that too. It's not like he's got a bank, a big ass safe like Scrooge McDuck, okay, filled with nothing but gold coins. He doesn't have that. So, like I said, I mean, eventually that well is going to be drained dry. So I'm wondering, and sure, he can sell. Yes, Lorraine, he can sell his homes. Absolutely. He's already done that to some of his properties already. Sure, he can, like I said, he can sell those things, but at some point, all that stuff's going to go bye-bye. Every last dollar that he's got is going to go bye-bye. And then at some point, someone's going to squeeze every single last drop, every single penny that he's got. And then that next person who wins that next civil lawsuit is asking for 10 million. He won't even have $10. So that's what I mean by, like, this is very, very interesting. And now you got lawsuit number 13 coming out, which is also very, very interesting. And for a fact, there's going to be like at least 30 before he goes into a trial. At least 30, at least. And we're not talking about the class action lawsuit involving 50 individuals. 50 individuals. So yeah, he will not have $1 left when this is all over. And it's not like he can go out there and recoup his losses when he gets out, because he's never coming out. And all that money he's built, that empire he's built, all that legacy money, drained dry. It's all going to be gone. All that money for his kids, gone. Everything, gone. You realize that, right? Every bit going to be gone. That's the real tragedy of it all, too. Because as much as he's been trying to get his kids out the ghetto, get his kids out the hood, you know what I mean? And if they don't all have their own stuff figured out for themselves, found out some ways to generate money for themselves, they're screwed, y'all. They're absolutely screwed. Let me get into this super chats. Jasmine, thank you so much for the love. I really do appreciate it. Melly, thank you so much for the super sticker. Local Trees, thank you so much for the super sticker. Jasmine, again, thank you so much for the love. My miracle mama, thank you so much. Daily life wouldn't be the same without you, Pascal. Oh, thank you so much, my miracle mama. Thank you so much for the love. I appreciate that. Carbonize, is this why they had to find Miss New Boot? I'm done. Dog Mom, thank you so much for the love. Thank you for first time member. Love your podcast. Oh, thank you so much. I really do appreciate that. Thank you so much. Dog Mom, thank you so much for becoming a member. And just like Dog Mom, consider hitting that join button down below and becoming a member. Okay, your boy is working hard out here in these streets. Okay, I think I read this already, but yes, fresh butt nuggets for sure. Okay, fresh butt nuggets. Melly, thank you so much. No eggs here for the late night vibes. Thank you so much. No eggs, man. Now you guys are gonna make me go vegan, okay? Because of this, the eggs. Okay, I'm kidding. Tammy on the run. Thank you so much. Is Bill Cosby his daddy? Sicko. You know what? I'm quite curious about that too. Because this is some wild-ish for sure. Missing and trafficked. Thank you so much. Janiyah McMichael Rogers, 13 of Gary, Indiana. She's been missing for more than 30 days. The chief of police, Derek Cannon, refused to investigate. I'll look into it. Janiyah McMichael. I'll take a look at that for sure. I definitely will. Try to find some time. Oh, wrong one. Dog Mom, thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, the wrong one. Sorry about that. Let me just get rid of some of these real quick. Sandy, Colorado, thank you so much. I wonder if this second person would be listed in the police report. I'm wondering. That's a good question too. Now, I'm not, like I said, I don't really care about who it is as long as that person's telling the truth, right? As long as that person is really telling the truth. But this sounds like somebody who's actually telling the truth because there's a police report. If that police report is accurate and all that, it's scary to think that this actually is a real thing, right? But the police report would say everything and expose whether this person's fibbing or not. Does that make sense? So that is pretty damning that even exists. Beautiful Messy Ball. Thank you so much. Don't be fooled. He's got liquid assets hidden all over the world. That is true. But like I said, you got 50 people going after him in a class action lawsuit. You got now soon to be 13. There's going to be a whole lot more people. Like I said, there's going to be so many people going after him. They're going to bleed this man dry. Period. All of his assets, everything that he's gotten hidden all over the world, going to be gone. Okay. Even the stuff that he tries to protect, if he actually does pay that money, okay, to the people that the court decides they deserve that money, he gonna be bled dry for sure. But he was moving people and party favors. That's true. He's been laundering something for decades. Weeing for decades. Yeah, he's been moving things for decades for show. I mean, that goes without question. Okay, he's been moving things for show. Okay, it was Batman who reported the Diddy. What the fox? Yeah, that is true. Very good one. I saw a cartoon or a comic book cover of Batman running after somebody drew the Diddler, or Diddy as the Diddler. I was like, wow, it looked great. It was fantastic, fantastic comic book drawings, and hilarious as well. Raindrop, thank you so much. Thank you so much for becoming a member. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Like I said, hit that join button down below. Become a member, babies. All right, support if you can. Yeah, I need to find. I think when they post the I would love to see that actually, the police report as well. Okay, my thought, George Lucas. Oh my dear God. Oh my dear God. S Dubs, that would be insane if that was the case. I don't think so. Oh dear Lord. That'd be funny though. I mean, that'd be shocking because I'm like, wow, that he doesn't come off like that type. You know what I'm saying? There's so many people that don't come off like that type because of their demeanor, because of their brand, how they come off on these, on whatever they're, doing. But Hollywood, Hollywood's been hiding a lot of secrets for a very, very long time. And this might be the thing. This very well might be the thing that like rips the lid off of Hollywood for like 2 seconds, right? And then they'll just cover back up and be back to its nasty, scurvy self. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens for sure. Because I mean, Hollywood's going to keep on Hollywooding. You know what I'm saying? Just like politics is going to keep on politicking. Just like the finance world's going to keep on finance worlding. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. It's all jacked up and messed up, and it's a dog eat dog world out here. But this will keep people enticed and interested for like 2 seconds, and then as soon as he's found guilty, whatever the verdict comes out, then it'll all realign back to what it was before, which kind of sucks. That's something I don't like at all, but that could very well be the situation. Storm, thank you so much. I feel terrible for his twin girls. Yeah, me too. Their mom, Kim Porter, passed, and now they have no father. Yeah, I mean, I feel bad for all of that. I feel really, really bad for the kids. But again, I also worry for the kids. And I don't mean like I worry for their future. I'm sure they're going to be fine. They are of Combs. And I know that has a bad name to it right now, but they are still names. Like Hollywood will shun the villain, but they won't shun the villain's kids. Because they'll sit there and go, the kids didn't do anything. They didn't do anything wrong. But my concern is that these kids learned from daddy. That's one thing that I'm really worried about. That Diddy taught the boys the way of the samurai, the way of his evil samurai. And they can continue doing this stuff, right? Or how he treats people. You got to remember, these kids grew up around this kinds of stuff. You're telling me he just was the perfect dad when they were around, but then when they were gone, he was just a tyrant? Nah, I don't think so. I don't think so. I think these kids saw this. And then, of course, there are SA allegations filed against his sons as well. So it just makes you wonder, are those allegations real? Does the apple not fall far from the tree? Or are those just allegations because they're just getting hit in the wave of these allegations because they are just guilty by association? It's something to think about, right? It's definitely something to think about. But We'll see what happens, though. We shall see what happens. And I thank you so much for the super chat, Storm. But yeah, you are not wrong. I'm praying for the kids for sure, because if they learn certain things, I'm hoping that they see what's going on here, which will hopefully jostle them back into reality and make them unlearn some of these things if they've learned something bad like this from Diddy. That's what I'm hoping for. But as the Diddy world turns, we'll find out more information, and there's going to be more truths that come out. And, a lot of it is going to be shocking every 5 days, Monday through Friday. It's going to be shocking every single freaking day, but I'm going to keep an eye on it as much as I can. Okay. And wait for, I'm waiting for all the information to drop. Now we got this one that is pending right now. And for a fact, she just dropped this. She just did this interview last night. So for a fact this weekend, she is drawing up her lawsuit documents right now as we speak. She is drawing it up right now because she's put it out there. Everybody and their mom is going to be sitting there going, well, you said you're going to drop a lawsuit. Where that, girl? So it's going to drop first thing Monday morning. First thing Monday morning or late Monday, it'll be out, filed. And we will all be looking at it and reading it and going through it together. And, eating our popcorn, sitting at the edge of our seats going, what the hell is this man up to? What has he been doing? And he's been doing it in plain sight for real, which is wild. But guys, that is the show. Okay. I appreciate all y'all for being here. It really means a lot. Thank you so much for the love. By the way, just a quick reminder. Okay. My first episode, the series, starting a new series, which I'm really excited about. What They Do in the Dark is coming out tomorrow. We are talking about some lawsuits, a lawsuit revolving around Diddy. Okay, it's the first one of many conversations to come. So I'm really, really looking forward to it. Please be sure to keep your notification bells on. So when it does come out, when it drops. Okay. Of course, if there's something new or breaking to talk about tomorrow, for a fact I'll be live. But other than that, I'm going to try to take tomorrow, take a little bit of tomorrow off. But I'm hoping that you guys enjoy the first episode of the series. Okay. So that will be out tomorrow. Okay. So do me a favor, but before we head out, hit that like button down below, please and thank you. Crush it. Hit that reaction button if you're watching on other platforms. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Crush that subscribe button here on the main channel. Go to the secondary channel because, hey, if I got 2 seconds to do a video, you're gonna get that 2-second video over there on the second channel. So make sure you subscribe here on the main channel and the second channel, the Pascal Show Clips. And again, I'm trying to get to 10,000 subscribers. I am almost there. Okay. I am almost there, dagnabbit. So hit that subscribe button over there, the Pascal Show Clips. Hit that join button down below. Become a member. Support the channel if you can. That'd be greatly appreciated. Check out Patreon, patreon.com/the Pascal Show. And of course, check out pascalmerch.com. Okay. And of course, if there's more things to talk about tomorrow, you will hear from me for sure. All right. But it is time to get going. Much love to you guys. I'll be talking to you guys very soon. Have a great night, guys. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday night or your Sunday morning, wherever you're watching this show right here. Be good to yourselves. Be good to one another. We'll talk soon. This is the Pascal Show. Bye.